Deck. My name is Adam Orduna. This is my mom, Gina. Today we're going to be talking about the 2016 All-Star NBA All-Star break, which was on just a little bit ago, and they just wrapped up, and so we're going to go ahead and do that and talk about some of the things that went on. And so it was in Toronto this year, which was really fun, and people felt like it was a good turnout.
We didn't get to go, but we got to watch it.
Nope, didn't get a chance to go, but it was fun for us to watch.
Yeah, they had lots of different things. They had the skills challenge.
Yes, they had the skills challenge. They had the three-point contest, and they also had the dunk contest.
The dunk contest,
which was outstanding this year.
The dunk contest.
Yes,
yeah.
It was cool. It was fun. So, yeah, we're going to talk about the skills challenge, I guess, which was kind of fun. They had a new feature with it this year. They had the big guys, meaning like the centers and power forwards, going up against like the littler guys.
In my day, we also called those post players because you post
yeah, the
underneath.
post players. Yes,
Yeah.
the low postmen against the guards, the point guards, the shooting guards, etc. So it was fun. It was fun. It was good that everyone was able to kind of see those guys go at it. I had a fun time watching it. What about you?
Oh, I thought it was great. And, you know, of course, I was a little salty at the beginning because, you know, a guy like me, I'm tall. I played post underneath, and I thought you're setting the big guys up because you have to, it was a speed drill as well. It was relays.
Yes.
So they had to get up and down the floor, shoot it through certain things and shoot a shot and then run back and tap out their teammates. So it was a relay, and I assumed that the littles, the guards, were going to take it.
Yeah, it seemed that way. I mean, normally you would think that's advantage guards because they're running, they're passing. You know, post guys really are more for down low dunking situations. So yeah, it looked like the guards were going to go ahead and take that.
Well, it did. And, you know, again, I was salty because let's say you and I are playing, I'm playing against you, and I have to come off of a switch, and all of a sudden I'm up top trying to guard someone like you who is super fast, and you blow past me, make me look bad. You know, so I'm like, okay, so they set us up, big guys are going to lose, but at the end, our long leg, I wasn't doing anything. Wow. Their long legs won out.
And we were rooting for the big guys.
I was rooting for the bigs, and they made a comeback, and it was cool. So bigs won.
Yeah, and the bigs won, and so that's what made it fun for everyone to kind of see that. You know, it looked like the little guys were going to win, but the big guys won, so that was cool. So then, you know, we went into that Saturday evening going into the three-point contest, which was what everyone was looking forward to. You still had the Splash Brothers coming back to watch, or not watch, I guess participate, and it was really fun for everyone to get out there.
Well, and Steph won last year, so he's coming back as a repeat champ. And don't you think the other part of it is that with the three-point shot contest, the stars are still playing?
Yes, the stars are very much playing. Everyone wants to be in the three-point shootout. Even Chris Bosh, who's a power forward for the Heat, was going to be in the three-point contest before he got hurt. So, I mean, everyone wants to be in this thing.
Right.
So it's kind of the highlight.
It's the highlight. And there was some discussion that maybe the three-point contest should be the finale of the day because everyone was so looking forward to it, and it really still carried the name brands with it. And it did not disappoint.
No, it hasn't. And it hasn't for quite some time. And so, especially nowadays where you do have the Splash Brothers and Steph Curry and all these guys that can shoot it from deep, Kevin Durant, and, you know, these guys are pulling up from 35 in regular season games and hitting them. So it's really fun to watch.
It was. Now, obviously, we are all about Steph Curry. But on the DL, I was rooting for my boy James Harden. I really was. I was, feared the beard on that because I've always had a little special place in my heart for him. I think he's done a great job down in Houston. I would have loved to see him. Could you imagine Oklahoma City if he was still there? But whatever. Different topic. But I was on the DL kind of rooting for James to pull it out. But you're not going to do anything with the Splash Brothers.
Yeah, between Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, there's just really no answer for that. And those two guys are going to take it from each other every year. As long as they're in it, they're going to steal it from each other. So it's always fun to see that.
That was a good time.
Yeah. Well, I guess going on to the last event of the evening, which was the almighty dunk contest. I know a lot of people at this day and age don't really know what it's truly about. If maybe you don't live in a super urban city where they do play basketball and dunking is what it partakes. It's the dunk contest, you know.
Absolutely.
Every living legend that's played basketball has to partake in the dunk contest and has done it before. Win, lose, or draw, everyone's done it. And so there's a lot of old history with it. And nowadays, like we just talked about the three-point contest, it is kind of taking a back seat. And so,
well, it was, and I think that's because, like we said, the stars are all still lining up to do the three-point contest, but LeBron James in his whole NBA career has never done the dunk contest.
Correct.
But back in the day, Jordan did it. Kobe did it. I mean, you always had the big stars come out and show you why I'm the big star. So I think there was a little bit of that luster that was off of the rose, so to speak. But it does give you a chance to see the young Thundercats a little bit.
Yes, it does give you an opportunity to see some of these players that maybe don't, score 35 points a night. Maybe they're not in the top 25 players in the NBA.
Maybe they're even coming off the bench.
Coming off the bench, rookies or, guys that have been in the league a couple years, but you don't hear their name. They come in a dunk contest and win. And so, as long as there's good flair and pizzazz and people are entertained, I don't care who's in it as long as it's nice. And this year, they didn't disappoint between the two finalists that got there, which was Aaron Gordon
from the Orlando Magic,
and Zach LaVine from the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they killed it. They killed it.
And, another thing about that too, think of Orlando and you think of Minnesota, and these aren't teams that are in the highlights all day. When you're even talking about
small media markets,
media markets, getting the run up to the NBA Finals or getting into the playoffs, you don't really hear those names a ton.
Right.
I mean, Shaq started out at Orlando
Penny,
1,000 years ago. Penny,
90s, sure.
Penny Hardaway. We're bringing it up now.
That was their little run.
That was their little run, but it's been a long time. Those are not necessarily teams that are in everyone's top of the tongue on the news cycle.
Sure.
And it was good to see their young Thundercats come out and rep their team. And that was great.
It was really fun.
Of course, there was a little controversy.
Yeah, there was a little controversy, and there's always controversy when it comes to two people going at it like they were going at it. And so, some people may have thought that Aaron Gordon should have maybe won that. I thought maybe Zach LaVine probably won it, but, Aaron Gordon did a really good job of, doing what he had to do. I thought his dunk was very impressive, so I would have been okay with him winning it. But what did you think?
I'm okay with who won.
Yeah.
I think Zach LaVine held it down. He's the repeat champ. The guy, no one is ever going to fly like Jordan, period. Put it down, just put that to bed. But he was coming off the free throw line, getting air, doing that sort of thing. He did a great job. I think the controversy came because Shaq wanted to insert himself by giving out instead of this. It's like, really, Shaq? All of a sudden, you're going to be the arbiter of the rules of the dunk contest?
Yes.
Why was he doing that?
I have no idea. He was just doing that because...
I know that's your boy and all.
He was just having fun, I guess. I don't know. He was just doing it to try to say, look, if you missed it on the first dunk and then you do it on the second dunk, I'm not going to give you a perfect 10 for it. But a lot of people are way willing to look past that and say, look, man, it's the creativity, things like that, and execution.
Now,
but I do understand where he's coming from. But
if I'm correct, was it Magic Johnson? The Magic Johnson sitting next to him?
Yes, he was.
So if Magic is giving it a 10, why is Shaq up there trying to be salty?
Well, because
Shaq can't jump, never could jump.
Yeah.
But if you're that tall, you don't have to jump.
Yeah.
I'm throwing shade at Shaq. But at the end of the day, I will say this, if I can speak up on behalf of my boy Aaron Gordon.
Yes.
I felt like from a creativity standpoint, having the Orlando Magic weirdo guy on the hover round thing doing this, and him grabbing it, dunking it between the legs, back. I mean, I just felt like creativity was in his favor 100%.
Absolutely. You could just say that Aaron Gordon is one of those next marketable players in the league that everyone's going to be looking at, and now he's going to be Air Sky in it, Air Gordon now,
Oh my gosh, Air Gordon. You started something there. Now you got it. We'll go ahead and trademark that.
Yeah, and put that little stamp on there, But
it was fun. And I think one thing that was good is it reminded us why, yes, the three-point contest still has all the stars shining bright, but this is why the dunk contest is still the finale of the weekend.
Sure. Yeah, I totally agree. It was awesome. Well, that's all we really have here from OTD. We want to thank you for watching, and we appreciate your time.